In more stories, Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room has tasked the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to forestall the recurrence of the gaps observed during the elections. The convener of the Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room (NAOB), in preparation to its election situation room for the governorship and State House of Assembly elections scheduled to hold on Saturday, 18th March 2023, called to address, among all the shortages in the number of ad hoc staff, malfunctioning of the INEC results viewing portal (IREV), safety and security of election officials, as well as other election stakeholders, including voters.
Situation Room expects that INEC has taken lessons from the challenges experienced during the Presidential and National Assembly election of 25th February 2023, and that the Commission has made adequate arrangements to forestall the reoccurrence of the gaps that were experienced during that election. Situation Room also expects that the glitches that led to the malfunctioning of the IREV portal have been resolved, and that issues that occasioned the inability of the Commission to conduct the election in some polling units, and the late opening of polls in others would have been addressed. In particular, Situation Room calls on INEC to address the shortages in the number of ad hoc staff available for the elections, make adequate transportation arrangements, conduct additional training for ad hoc staff, and promptly deploy beavers to areas where they are malfunctioning. INEC needs to talk to Nigerians, and that's why we have spoken in this particular press release that they need to communicate with the Nigerian people. Whatever is going on, whether it's with beavers or whatever the confusion is, they need to communicate to Nigerians and not to just come and start announcing elections. Whatever is happening, the process is as important. We are non-partisan. We are Nigerians. We are saying, let the process work. The process is as important as the results for any election. Some of the impunities that keep happening is because Nigerians are not holding people accountable. They need to be held accountable. Money was spent for this election. There is no way that you spend so much money to go to technology, and then we go back to about 1993. In 1993, before the end of the election, all Nigerians had the result.
She also called on political parties to conduct themselves in a peaceful manner and to discourage violence, while calling on voters to come out to cast their votes.
Circulation of smear campaigns and desperation have been intensified in this election, particularly on the social media. The Situation Room specifically calls on the political parties to conduct themselves in a peaceful manner and to discourage violence from their supporters. Parties are reminded that there is a need to respect and abide by the peace accord signed by them. Situation Room will be tracking violent incidents across the state. Perpetrators and masterminders, will be called out for investigation and punitive measures in line with Section 92, subsection 5 to 8 of the Electoral Act 2022. And so it's very, very important that our security agencies who are paid to do their job, and we know they have intelligence, they need to get to the root of the matter and make sure that because when we are going into the elections, we keep highlighting the numbers. We went into the election with 176,606 polling units. How many polling units did the election hold? We have asked INEC to conduct an audit, because it will make a difference when you say you have voter apathy. Did INEC officials get to all the polling units? This is very, very important. So our fears are your fears. We have highlighted it. It's left for the security agencies, to coordinate themselves to ensure that no Nigerian is denied, because every vote counts. Every vote should count. Any Nigerian that gets up to stand on the line should be able to count.
Lagos, Rivers and other states being the flashpoint, civil society organizations say INEC should regain trust and confidence entrusted as a public institution, as the Commission has disclosed readiness ahead of the 18th March 2023 elections.